Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Godhan Raman. In this section, we are going to discuss with partial fraction inverse Z transform. Look at this problem. Find Z inverse of Z cube divided by Z minus 1 whole square, Z minus 2 using partial fraction. So this given problem, first I'm taking the value capital F of Z equal to Z cube whole divided by Z minus 1 square, Z minus 2. First of all, in this right hand side, Z cube. So one Z I'm going to take with left hand side, F of Z by Z. This Z I'm holding, it will be helpful for end of the problem, finding the Z inverse. So this Z, only the reason I'm just holding the left hand side, Z square divided by Z minus 1 square, Z minus 2. Now I consider this is the equation number 1. In the right hand side, I'm going to apply with the partial fraction. So what is a partial fraction? Z square, Z minus 1 whole square, Z minus 2. So the result, the partial fraction, so we have Z minus 1 whole square is nothing but the Z minus 1 repeated and then Z minus 2 is not repeated. Therefore, we have three formations possible to split up the given equation. Therefore, A divided by Z minus 1 plus B divided by Z minus 1 square plus C divided by Z minus 2. Now taking the LCM for the right hand side, the LCM is nothing but, so this is our common term, Z minus 1 square, Z minus 2. The first term, whenever I am looking here, Z minus 1, only one term, therefore should multiply Z minus 1 and multiply Z minus 2 and plus B into Z minus 1 whole square. The denominator Z minus 1 whole square is there, so only the missing Z minus 2. To multiply numerator and denominator Z minus 2, then it will be the common factor. Plus C, Z minus 2 is here, only missing Z minus 1 whole square term. So left hand side is nothing but Z square divided by Z minus 1 whole square, Z minus 2. Now the denominator will be cancelled. So only the value Z square equal to A Z minus 1, Z minus 2 plus B Z minus 2 plus C Z minus 1 square. Now I want to calculate A value, B value and C value. So therefore now to substitute or put any value for Z, now I want to convert this first term, second term, third term, any term to convert to 0. If A term, B term 0, we will get the value of C term. If B term, C term 0, A term will be possible to find out. Therefore, Z equal to 1. When I am substituting Z equal to 1, then this is a 1 square, A, the first Z minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0. The whole term 0 plus B 1 minus 2 plus C 0. Therefore, in this left hand side 1 equal to minus B. From here B equal to minus 1. And then put Z equal to 2. When I just substituted Z equal to 2, left hand side 2 square and the right hand side A into 0, because of Z minus 2, 2 minus 2 0, the whole term 0 plus B term 0 plus C into 2 minus 1 square. This term 4 equal to C 2 minus 1, so 1, so C equal to 4. Now what value to substitute in this equation, because already we substituted Z1, Z2. So next we try put Z equal to 0. So Z equal to 0, then 0 left hand side, A 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2 plus B 0 minus 2 plus C 0 minus 1 whole square. Therefore, now the value A minus 1 minus 2 plus B minus 2 plus C minus 1 square, and then 2A minus 2B and C. We know the value b and c value. Just substitute b minus 1 2a minus 1 plus 4. Therefore, this term is nothing but 2a plus 2 plus 4 0. Now that value 2a equal to 6 is a minus 6, a equal to minus 3 because of a equal to minus 6 by 2 minus 3. Now we know the value, a value minus 3, b value minus 1, c value 4. This value to substitute in equation number 2. This equation to substitute. So z square divided by z square divided by z minus 1 whole square, z minus 2 equal to a by z minus 1, b by z minus 1 square and c by z minus 2. Substitute a value minus 3 by z minus 1 plus b value. The b value is nothing but minus 1. So minus 1 divided by z minus 1 square plus c value 4 by z minus 2. Therefore, this term is nothing but minus 3 z minus 1 minus 1 z minus 1 square and 4 by z minus 2. This is the equation number 3. Therefore, substitute equation 3 in equation 1. So equation 1 is nothing but capital F of z by z equal to z square by z minus 1 whole square z minus 2. Now substitute the third equation, minus 3 divided by z minus 1 minus 1 z minus 1 whole square plus 4 divided by z minus 2. Just substitute is third equation value. Now this z denominator, the beginning we holding one z, this z to shifted into the right hand side. Therefore f of z equal to minus 3 z by z minus 1 minus z by z minus 1 square plus 4 into z by z minus 2. Now what is the f of z? F of z nothing but z of f of n. Therefore this z minus 1 z by z minus 1 square and 4 into z by z minus 2. This z shifted to the right hand side value, f of n equal to minus 3 z inverse of z by z minus 1 minus z inverse of z by z minus 1 square and then plus, or if this f of z to multiply z inverse on both sides, whatever we just try. Suppose do you have any confusion? Now directly to multiply the whole term because of you want to calculate z inverse of f of n. Z inverse of f of z is nothing but z of f of z. Both are equal only. So when I z inverse when directly to multiply here, now minus 3 z inverse of z by z minus 1 minus z inverse of z by z minus 1 square and plus 4 into z inverse of z by z minus 2. Now to find this result using the result, I think what is the result? We have z inverse of z by z minus a is nothing but a power n, and then z inverse of z by z minus 1 whole square. So this is nothing but n. This result should apply with the previous equation. So therefore z inverse of f of z is nothing but minus 3 z by z minus a power n. So 1 power n minus n plus 4 into 2 power n. So this is our final answer when I substituted z inverse transform. Thank you.